Hi, today I wanted to show you how I use the clamshells. We have the templates, paper templates now in the shop. So this is how you glue baste the clamshells, and how I prepare them for the clamshell quilt, and then how I quilt it to the quilt. So this is the quilt. You've seen it on my Instagram. And I want to show you how I've been going about this. So the first thing you want to do is make your clamshells, and I usually make at least a row or two of them at a time. You could make them all if you want. You could do them one at a time if you want. So I've got this cute Uncle Cat fabric, and perfect for fussy cutting, and that's what I like to do with this quilt. So these are 4-inch clamshells, and I first put I use the Sue Daily glue pen because it's a little easier to release when you want to take it off of the fabric than school glue stick. This is much easier. It's a little more pricey, but it saves you saves your templates in the end. So I put a little dot to hold it in place, and then I cut out, and I'm going to cut about a 1/4 inch outside of my template here. And on the scooped out sections, again, these aren't going to show, so I'm just going to do 1/4 inch. This tip here doesn't show, so it doesn't really matter what these look like when you cut them out. It's just having a little wiggle room there. So once it's cut out like this, now you're ready to baste it. I take this looks really gnarly because it's got all these fibers on it, my Sue Daily glue stick, and I go around the edge and then really pull in on this edge so that you get a nice smooth line there, curve, and this is just to hold it in place. Look how cute that is. This is just to hold it in place until I'm going to take it to the iron now, and actually I use a little bit of starch. Just squirt it a little bit with starch and then press it really well so that I have a really good crease here. Now, when you applique it to your quilt, you can either leave the paper in and just make sure that you don't stitch through the paper when you're appliquing. You just want to stitch the edge. I've been taking the papers out. So once I've pressed it really well, it's got a great crease, I just take the paper out. And it still has a nice crease in it. Press it again if you want. And then I don't have to worry about the paper. So now that you have it pressed, you have a crease, you're ready to applique it to your quilt. And I've started one here. So just thread. I love our Fujix quilter thread. It's got a bit of a coating on it. It's nice and strong. It is the best thread in the world. So I've already started this, and we're just going to applique it to the row ahead, and you're staggering. So the middle of this clamshell is where these this is Cone of Snow, where these two meet. This is going to be the middle, so it's staggered. And then the trick with appliquing is if you go down straight under where you came out in the fold, you'll hide your stitch. And you go forward a little bit and then back up in the fold. And then again, right underneath where you came out in the fold, and back up into the fold. I'm going super slow, hoping you can see this. And for these clamshells, this is all you need to do is the curved part. So it actually goes pretty quickly. So if you can see, I'm going back under into this Kona snow clamshell, right underneath where I came up in this fold. And that will hide my stitch. And then you just keep going. If you have enough thread, when you add the next clamshell, you can just continue on with your thread. You don't have to knot off. So that's the way you add the clamshells to this quilt. And just see how cute this is. It's just so adorable. So much fun. I can't wait to quilt it. Okay, I hope that helps. And we have these in the shop. They are the paper pieces, 4-inch clamshell template. There's 14 in a bag. You can, reuse them if you're careful with them, or get a couple bags. Thanks.